In this video, we are going to discuss Pauli's exclusion principle, Hofbau's principle, Hund's rule, and the order to fill electrons in any atom, that is electronic configuration of atom. Basically, Pauli's exclusion principle, Hofbau principle, and Hund's rule. These three determine the order to fill electrons in any atom. According to Pauli's exclusion principle, no two electrons in the same atom can have same set of four quantum numbers. As we have already know, there are four quantum numbers, that are principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number, and the spin quantum number. According to Pauli's exclusion principle, no two electrons in the same atom can have same set of four electrons. That is, there will be no equal values of four quantum number for any two electron. For example, N, L and M can be same for two electrons. The value of first quantum number N, second quantum number L, third quantum number M can be same for any electron, but fourth quantum number spin cannot be equal. Either it will be plus half or it will be minus half. That means one electron will rotate about its own axis anti-clockwise or clockwise. Okay, now only two electrons with opposite spin can be present in an orbital. This is a necessary condition, that to reside in an orbital, two electrons should have opposite spin. This is the basic rule, that the spin of the electrons should be opposite to each other. One should be clockwise rotating and another should be anti-clockwise rotating. Now these are the formulas which are summarized. Number of subshells in a shell will be equal to number of shells. We have done it in the previous video, in the quantum numbers video. Number of orbitals in a shell will be n square. Number of orbitals in a subshell will be 2l plus 1. Number of electrons in an orbital will be 2 electron. Number of electrons in a subshell will be 2 into 2l plus 1. You can apply all the rules to calculate number of subshells, number of orbitals. You can check it out. This was all about the Pauli's exclusion principle. Its statement is just that in any atom, no two electrons can have same set of four quantum numbers. Okay. Now next is Hofbau's principle. According to Hofbau's principle, this principle is basically based on the filling of electron in a subshell. How will you fill the electrons in a subshell? Basically, Hofbau is not the name of the scientist. It is a German word which means construction. Means this is a construction principle. Construction of electrons in a subshell. How we will fill the electrons in a subshell. Now, Hofbau's principle depends upon energy of orbital or energy of subshell. You can say anything. Now, the energy of orbital. Now how we will know that which orbital will get filled first? Electron first occupy lower energy level, because low energy or minimum energy, maximum stability. So electron first occupy lower energy level, and then increasing order of energy will be followed. Electron filling, increasing order of energy of orbital or energy of subshell, you can say anything. Okay, now the formula to determine energy of the orbital will be n plus l. N is the principal quantum number, L is the azimuthal quantum number. Energy is directly proportional to the value of n plus l. Okay, more the value of n plus l, more will be the energy of the orbital or the subshell. For example, we have two orbitals, 2s and 3p. Now we have to determine electron will be filled in which orbital first. For 2s, the value of n will be 2 and the value of l will be 0 here, because l is 0 for s. So n plus l will be 2 plus 0 is equal to 2. For 3p, the value of n is 3 and for p, the value of l is 1. So 3 plus 1 is 4. Lesser the value of n plus l rule, lesser will be the energy. So 2s will be filled first. Okay. Now one problem again arises. There can be a possibility that n plus l value can be same for any 2 or 3 orbitals, then what we will follow to fill the electrons? For example, I have written here 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 3d, 4s, 4p, 4d and 5s. We will calculate n plus l for all of these. This is the n value. For s, l is 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. 2s, 2 plus 0 is 2. 2p, 2 plus, for p, l is equal to 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3. For here, 3 plus 0 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 plus 2 is 5 and so on. Now we can see as there is only one value of n plus l which is equal to 1. Got it? Now this is only 2 values here only, but the value 3 is here 2 times, 4 is 2 times, 5 is 3 times and 6 is only 1 time. So what order we will follow to fill the electron? We have to choose this now. Dekho, n plus l. If n plus l is same, then what rule we will follow? We will follow more value of n, more energy of the orbital. If the value of n is more, energy of the orbital will be more. That means 1s will be written first because its energy is lowest, then 2s, then from 2p and 3s we have to check which orbital has lesser value of n. The orbital which will have lesser value of n will have lesser energy. Here the value of n is less, that is 2, so 2p will have lower energy than 3s. Then we have to check for 4, 3p and 4s. Here the value of n is less, so 3p will be filled first, then 4s. Then in 5, here is 3, 4 and 5, so 3d will be written, 3d will be written first, then 4p, then 5s, and in the end it will be 4d. So this is the order to fill the orbitals. Okay, this is the different rule. You can say to learn the electronic configuration, you have to write 1s, 2s, 3s, 3p, 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s. In first column we will write all the s orbitals. Then one has, or first orbital has no p, so here is no p written. 2p, 3p, 4p, 5p and so on. Then d started from 3, so here is written as 3d, 4d. F is started from 4, so here is written as 4f. We will mark a line from top to bottom as 1s, then 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p to 4s, 3d, 4p, 5s, 4d, 5p, 6s and so on. So when we will write it, we will write it as 1s, 2s by watching the arrow, then 2p to 3s because arrow is downward, 2p, 3s, then 3p, 4s, 3p, 4s, then 3d, 4p, 5s, 3d, 4p, here we will write it as 5s, then 4d, 5p, 6s, 4d, 5p, 6s. You can learn the order to fill electrons in this way. Okay, now here is an exception. Exception is that you can't apply Aufbau's principle to single electron system like hydrogen, helium positive, lithium 2 positive. We can't apply Aufbau's principle here. Here the energy is directly proportional to the value of n only. By considering the value of n, you can calculate the energy for single electron systems only. Now next is Hund's rule. Hund's rule is that electron preferred to remain unpaired as far as possible. Electron preferred to remain unpaired as far as possible according to Hund's rule. Okay, now electrons in a subshell are paired only when all the orbitals of a subshell is half filled with parallel spin. ओनली तब उनका पेयरिंग होगा जब उनका हाफ फिलिंग हो चुकी होगी. पेयरिंग होगी भी कैसे? पैरेलल स्पिन्स के साथ. Okay, according to Hund's rule, this was the principle that electron prefer to remain unpaired as far as possible. But अगर पेयरिंग करनी पड़ रही है तो पहले हाफ फिल्ड होने चाहिए सारे के सारे, दूसरी बात उनका पैरेलल स्पिन होना चाहिए. Now we'll apply Hund's rule to all the elements. First is we have to recollect that orbital of S is 1. Orbital of S is 1. We have done it in the quantum numbers video. Orbitals for P is 3 and orbitals of D is 5. According to Pauli's exclusion principle, हमारे पास क्या था कि चारों क्वांटम नंबर सेम नहीं हो सकते. ठीक है जी. Now in any orbital we can enter only 2 electrons. एक ऑर्बिटल में सिर्फ 2 ही इलेक्ट्रॉन हम लोग फिल कर सकते हैं. दिस वॉज द ऑर्डर वी हैव रिटन हियर टू फिल द इलेक्ट्रॉन. S कैन हैव 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. नाउ S कैन दिस वॉज द ऑर्डर. 1s I have written it as 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s, 3d, 4p and so on. S can have only 2 electrons. So here the maximum value of electrons filling can be 2. Then 2s, the value of n can be anyone. We have to check this value of n. S again can have 2 electrons. So the maximum filling of electron can be of 2. P has 3 orbital which can accommodate 6 electrons. So 2p 6. S again can accommodate 2 electron, 3s2. P can have 6, so 6. S2, D have 5 orbital which can accommodate total of 10 electrons, so 3d 10 and so on. Now we will fill the electronic configuration of all the atoms according to this rule. Hydrogen has 1 electron only. I have written here 1s, and because hydrogen have only 1 electron, so I will write here it as 1s1. You can write it as this or this, both are true. Now for helium, helium has 2 electrons which will be filled in first orbital only, that is 1s2. You can write it also as this. Spin should be opposite. Okay, for lithium 3 electron, 1s2 completely filled, then 2s. 2s can accommodate total of 2 electron, but we have 1 electron only. So here it will be 2s1. 1s2 orbital has 2 electron, 2s has 1 electron. You can write it in any way, with the upward spin or the downward, with the upward arrow or downward arrow. Same for the beryllium. 1s2 4 we have to fill, 1s2 2s2, 2 here and 2 here. For the boron, boron has 5 atomic number, 5 electron, so 2 electrons here, 2 electrons here, and 1 will go to the p. Now here is okay 1s2 2s2. Now 2p, for 2p there can be 3 arrangements. You can put the electron here, you can put the electron here, you can put the electron here. Because the energy of all the 3 orbitals is same, you can write the electron in the by writing downward arrow also. One is the same thing. Similarly for the carbon, these are the 3 arrangements of the carbon: 1s2 2s2 2p2, 1s2 2s2 2p2. Now this can be true, this can be true, but this cannot be true. Why? Because according to Hund's rule, no pairing can be done until all the orbitals are half filled. You can't do pairing until all the orbitals are half filled. You have to fill the orbitals first. All the orbitals should be half filled, then you can do pairing. So this arrangement is wrong. This is true. Okay, now for nitrogen, this arrangement is true: 1s2 2s2 2p3. Now for oxygen, where pairing will occur, why? 1s2 2s2 2p4. We have 4 electron and 3 orbitals, so we have to do pairing. First of all, we will fill as 2p1 2p2 2p3. Now the 4th electron can be goes here, here or here, anywhere. Okay, but the pairing will occur only when all the electron orbitals will be half filled. Now you can write all the electronic configurations up to 20th element up to calcium. I will tell you the configuration from 21st element to 30th element, because there are exceptions in this series. 21st is scandium, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d1, 2 plus 2 4 plus 6 10 plus 2 12 plus 6 18 plus 2 20 and 121. Similarly for titanium, for vanadium, 3d2, 3d3. Now in case of chromium, whose atomic number is 24, configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2. 2 plus 2 4 plus 6 10 plus 2 12 plus 6 18 plus 2 20 and 4 24. The atomic number of chromium is 24, but this configuration is wrong. This is not true. Exception here is that the configuration of chromium will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1, 3d5, not 4s2, 3d4. This exception was explained by the stability of half-filled orbitals. As we can see in this configuration, S is half-filled, 3d is half-filled. Got it? 4s1 half-filled, 3d5 half-filled. So it will have more stability. That's why this configuration is correct and not this one. Okay, this is important concept. Then 25th, manganese. Up to 4s2 you will have 20 electrons. Manganese is 25, 3d5, 26, 3d6, cobalt 27, 3d7, nickel 28, 3d8, copper 29, 4s2, 3d9. Again exception occurs here, that its configuration, correct configuration is 4s1, 3d10. 4s1, 3d10, in which 3d is fully filled and the 4s is half filled. The maximum stability of 3d does this thing. Its explanation was based on the stability of fully filled orbital of 3d. As 3d will fully filled, its energy will goes lower. Minimum energy, maximum stability phenomena will dominate here, and the correct configuration will be this. Then zinc is 4s2, 3d10. This was the exception. Hope you get it. Thank you.